Bandidos, and we are live. Are you ready for more? We are back at it. Stream number 2 for the day, TGIF. But this time, we're going into a build lab. That's right, folks. We're doing some St. Elmo's builds, Electrique, Companion, and more. Let's get to it.
Fight one. What you gonna do? Fight or run? Ain't too many kids bang with us. Fight one. What you gonna do? Fight or run?
All right, we are back for more. Happy Friday, June 30th. It's almost 5:30 p.m. streaming from the Pacific Northwest. And today we're going to get into a build lab. And we're going to work on a variety of builds. Some of them will have the St. Elmo, some of them won't. But for the most part, working on new stuff today. So we did stream this morning. Hopefully you had a chance to check that out. And thank you all for those who did join it. Excuse me, and all those who are supporting me on Kick as well and helping me grow over there. You're definitely invited. I appreciate the follows. It is free. Take advantage of a new streaming platform. Okay, so, oh, real quick. Yeah, the exotics farming tips, especially helpful for those newer players, is pinned at the top of the chat. So be sure you check that out. Give it a like if you think it's helpful for you. So we're going to start off with the Electrique build first. But hey, real quick, is it me? I mean, I haven't used this gun in a very long time, but is it me or is the mag extra large on the Grudge? Isn't it? Wasn't this one of the ones, I know it's not the Lady Death size mag because I haven't stuck at like small 30, but wasn't this one that capped out at like 42 rounds? 52 rounds is a lot for an SMG, right? Am I crazy there? Did something change with that? Or maybe not, huh? Maybe I'm just losing my freaking mind. Anyways, what up, everybody? Black John Wick, good to see you back. Chevy in the house again. Johnny Chase, what up, man? Welcome to Friday night, brother. Surikata, are you face planting? Reaper Hog. What else we got up in here? We got Mad Fella in the house. Squatty Squad. Biko holding it down. Chevy was first today, huh? Chris, what's going on, bro? Welcome back. And I'm Law Dog in the house. And Skeletor is holding it down on Kick. All right. So everybody's here. We can get started. So, okay, the first build that I want to work on, and I'm not sure exactly how it's going to go, is an Electrique build. I mean, St. Elmo's build. Excuse me. And I'm thinking, actually, we'll run on this one, the Cabaret, as a backup. But, so have you guys tried the Eclipse on this yet? It's been one that I wanted to try. And so this is where I'm going to start. So we're going to run a red Eclipse, so with crits. And so if you know where I'm going, then it's got status effects, which is helpful. You got the 30% hazard protection like Cavalier, which is nice. A little bit of skill haste, also helpful. But it's that indirect transmission, so your status effects now spread on kill to all enemies within 10 meters. Refresh that duration. And so you do want a little bit of status effects on your build so that those other guys go under status effects a little longer, right? And so I think like not really playing into skills here. And so what we will use is the Banshee probably, maybe. I'm gonna start with the Memento backpack, but obviously the Eclipse backpack is an option for its 30% amp damage. But I'm not really worried about damage with a build like this. What I am worried about is survivability, because an already Eclipse build, you know, not a lot of protection or additional damage coming out of the build itself. And so if we go all in on damage, which is might be really fun, so we're definitely gonna try it. But if we put damage on the backpack, we could be in a very scary place. I mean, you could do it and you could survive, but it might not be very fun. I don't know. And then we got indirect transmission spread, but I'm going to hold off there. What I'm going to do is actually go for that Electrique chest piece. Why? Because it's more status effects, and we want that to last longer so that it transfers longer. And so we'll go ahead and start off with a red Electrique. So we got the status effects. I actually wouldn't mind more status effects. Let me see if I got another one. So like with crits and status effects on this build, and then we'll change all the rolls. Maybe run with 1.1 million armor and the rest red. What's up, AG? Let's see here. What? Oh, the chest. Yeah. So we want Electrique with like status effects and crits, and then roll it red. We could also do Golan, but we want that perfect companion. Which kind of sucks because that's gonna. The truth is, if we go perfect companion, so maybe I will, maybe I won't. If we go with perfect companion, it's a nice synergy because it's, you know, a new talent, but it does dictate which skill we're gonna use, right? Where if we do the Banshee Pulse, then that's not a skill you can proc companion with. So right now I'll go ahead and go with it. We'll see how we like it. So we're gonna do that. Crit damage, status effects, and more status effects. So there's 20% stat effects there, and then the set is gonna give us 15% status effects, and then let's find the knee that we need. I think I don't have a perfect holster. I don't have a perfect holster. It's okay. It's guy headshot damage. I mean, we could try crafting it. I'm surprised I don't have one, to be honest with you, because I've been collecting these. So, not too hard to farm this. You can try. You know what? I'm not gonna craft it, but you can craft it too. I'm gonna wait to see if I like it, because we could. It could be a flop right out of the gate, right? Because you just don't have the defense here, and we might not like that. So let's see here. We'll make that one red. Because on heroic, this is kind of how I feel about heroic. I mean, this could be an interesting legendary build, but when it comes to heroic, it's like this, you know, it's not that hard. I mean, at least for me. And so it's not that hard. So I don't feel inclined to be forced into cover. You know what I mean? So like running and gunning is my preferred playstyle for heroic, because I've adapted to heroic to feel so that it feels easy. And so when I feel like I'm constricted to cover, I feel like the build is unnecessarily difficult, you know? That's just my sentiment around it. Okay, so now we have indirect transmission activated there. So that gives us the spread on kill. So let's see here. Crits wise, let's take a look. So it looks like we need a little more crit chance. And a little more crit damage too, depending on where we end up. So let's see, 46, 87. So I think we could take one more crit chance, and then roll the last one to crit damage. There you go, 52.99. So not a huge amount of crits, but we will have companion kicking in some non-crit based damage, which is kind of interesting if you think about it. And then this is going to give us our defense. So that's mostly what I'm looking for out of that, but also the 30% weapon damage and more status effects, right? And then here I will probably start with the shield, because I imagine getting out of cover and running and gunning, hopefully, but we'll see. And then I am going to end up probably running gunner, because we're going to need some armor on kill, I imagine. So we want assault rifle on this. Take that off, put on SMG. I'll go and take off pistol and put on shotgun in case we decide to mess around a little bit. And let's activate that. So hopefully this is a little bit fun. I don't expect it to be a meta build or anything like that, but I think that may be really effective in heroic, maybe team, maybe not. I don't know, we'll see. Well, that's really loud. Let me turn down the gameplay. Sorry about that, boys. All right. Let's go to my usual testing ground. Yeah, you know, the new AR is really good, Chris. A lot of people really like it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I mean, personally, I like it. It's nice. There's nothing really wrong with it per se. I do have problems myself with such blatant waste to that that shock ammo, you know. So it's kind of annoying. So it's almost like it's not even there sometimes, but like, it's a really good assault rifle. I mean, the large mag is no doubt good. The rate of fire is great. The handling on it's nice. But, you know, I wish we had a damage talent. No matter how much I like that shock. I mean, shit, I'd even take a weapon handling talent over that shock. Something like perfect steady hands or something. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just like, I just see the inefficiency of that shock ammo, and it's just like, when you're using like 3 rounds of shock ammo that go into effect in the waste, the other 70 rounds are wasted, it's kind of irritating. Just hard to look at, you know. Totally just me though, there's nothing wrong with the weapon. It's just that will probably always keep it from being my favorite assault rifle in the game, but not that it won't maintain maybe top 10 assault rifles. I don't know. I gotta rank it. We gotta see. But I like it. It's worth it. It's also worth the grind. It's a very interesting weapon, and I'm excited to spend more time with it. Actually, I've only used it a couple of times since I even got it. It's not good. Is the volume too quiet now? I don't know why I feel like the volume is too quiet now. Hold on a second. Is that my ears or is that the game? No, it's the game. Okay.
No line of sight on the enemy. Can't take much more.
Where are you? The hell?
Reinforcements.
So look for that 30% hazard protection, huh? It is actually nice to have a little bit of hazard protection. I mean, I'm kind of an all or nothing on the Hasbro usually, but
I'm reloading. Cover me. You cover. You want to see what I can do?
what the hell? He just shot through that truck.
I'm gonna need a medic over here. You're wasting your time. Keep that, agent.
All right, let's kill somebody under this. There you go. See that? The other guy got shocked back there. I definitely feel the damage on that trophy pickup. Very nice. All right, let's try that again. See that shock transfer? Very nice. It's actually kind of cool. Still a lot of waste in that ammo. I might want that shock longer and try to get more play out of my other gun. The, what is it called again? Cabaret. See that? Like by the time you're done switching weapons, they're like out of their shock. Once their memento's fully stacked, it should be enough. It might be worth having creeping death though, huh? Oops, I bet the switch. Creeping death could be cool with this build, actually, I'm thinking. Because then you get them out that first shock round. I mean, the sad part is you don't always have shock ammo, so be a lot of times where it's not coming into play, but I don't know. Power's feeling a little bit better now that we have our trophies. I can feel the difference. Yeah, almost there. Pretty good. We almost had the whole duration. This game is kind of clumsy when it comes to weapon swapping sometimes. And so what I'm trying to do, the thing is that the shield makes your weapon swap it slower. You see that? And so dropping the shield kind of adds this little annoying step to it, which can cause a fumble. Good little SMG though.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Damage charge is not bad, you know.
Supply room access unlocked.
So the only thing is, you know, indirect transmission is a little situational. Well, that's actually a pretty nice Gila. I don't usually run Gila though, but you know what I mean? Like, so here's the deal. We're running Eclipse protocol for the indirect transmission, yet there's not a heck of a lot of indirect transmission. I mean, in that whole fight, it happened maybe 3 or 4 times, maybe 4, which is not a ton. I mean, it could happen more. It's just situational, you know what I mean? It's like sometimes it happens, sometimes it's not. It's just like there's just a lot of, well, it's not really the problem with the set. It's more the problem with you just don't have shock ammo all the time. And when you do, you waste so much of it into a single enemy. It's just the problem with the weapon. It's just what the sane ammo does, you know? It's just, it plugs all its shock ammo into a single enemy and, you know, there it is. You know, it's just like, that was your shock, you know? You get 100 hits to get a whole mag full of ammo that you waste on basically one enemy, you know? You have a couple of shots left usually, but... And then when you try not to use it, like sometimes I do by swinging in my other weapon, you know, sometimes you kind of fumble or the weapon swap goes horribly slow, or you double swap an accident, or, you know. These are small issues that happen when you do that, which is why a lot of us don't persist with that weapon swapping strategy in most of our gameplay, because it does slow down your time to kill if you think about it. So, I mean, so I guess I'm saying it's a little gimmicky. The power is okay on its own, of course, but, you know, it's an all red build with crits, companion mementos, so you could lean even more into that, maybe with, like, whatever other build, like a striker, of course, or whatever you want, you know? So, it's just... It's why don't we have that issue with other Eclipse builds? Well, because you got on-demand status effects, right? You have no control over your status effects here, you know? No control over it. I mean, you actually have more control over it with your Scorpio, because you know it's gonna happen every 7th round, right? Here, it's just like, yeah, you get this whole mag and you pump it all into a single enemy. When it happens, it happens. And you can lose all 70 rounds into the weakest of enemies that you didn't even need to shock. But we're not done. Let's explore the Eclipse backpack now. Did I pick up all my gear? Yeah. All right. Because that could impact things. So one of the reasons why you would want to run Eclipse, one of the reasons, is because of its 30% amplified damage backpack. That's a big deal. Also, the chest piece could also help our issue a little bit. I'm not sure I want to, but that's gonna create a larger indirect transmission circle, so you can reach farther out. But you'd be wasting the damage slot that's on your chest for reach when you don't have special ammo a lot, right? Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't.
Hostile control point identified.
Yeah, there's a thing. Yeah, I mean, I see that too. And that was my review on the Saint ammo, which is like, yeah, the shock ammo is sort of just like whatever. You know what I mean? It really is. It's just like, because of its inconsistency. And so, you know, we're going to go down this path, but my hypothesis is that even with this backpack, right? So we're not going to have that damage a lot because we're not going to have shock ammo a lot, right? And just so you know, this talent, Symptom Aggravator, you're not getting that amplified damage unless they're under status effects. See? Status affected targets. So only when they're shocked will you get that extra ammo. Yes, I realize I can put on a Banshee Pulse. Yes, you know, and all that other stuff, but then we'd lose our shield and then we'd lose Companion if we lost the other one, you know? So we're probably gonna have to play from cover anyways, but one of the things we can do on this one is now run the Shocker Punch and get more shock at the risk of dying, of course, because we don't have very much ammo. I could add a little bit of ammo. Armor, not ammo. So I could add a little bit of armor. But Shocker, I haven't used this at all, actually, at all. So I know you basically melee, but let's look at the cooldown. So Shocker Punch is equipped. The stun received by the agent from the shock says, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Using Saint Elmo's with the holster will give 100% extra melee damage. Who cares? Next melee attack to apply shock to the target. So it makes it sound like you have to do 2 melees, right? And yeah, cooldown's 15 seconds. Yeah, okay. So let's see what we can do here. So 5296. I'll go and just add more crit chance. Let me go ahead and add an armor core.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Goofy. Yeah. That's the hypothesis. The hypothesis is that we're just not going to have the ammo enough to really use it. That's why I'm bringing in the holster, because then we can add another shock. So now we got two sources of shock. Now, of course, you can throw out traps or something like that, but that makes you very stationary, you know? And they're not going to be very strong traps because we're not running any skill tiers. If we add skill tiers, we're going to end up having a pretty weak weapon, and that won't be very fun at all. But I predict these guys are gonna fucking melt once you get that amplified damage, though. God damn. Got guys everywhere. We might fucking get smashed here. They're like behind us, before. Trying to melee. That's how clunky melee is.
Agent vital signs 0.
We need to test melee. Juriz, appreciate you, man. Yeah, you're right, Thunder. Couldn't agree more. They have no idea what they're doing with this melee. I don't think they're gonna change the St. Elmo, Biko. I don't, to be honest. I'm not being pessimistic, but I think their worry is, I mean, it's already ruining PvP as it is, and so I think that if they make it any stronger, it'll be too meta. I think they're afraid of that. You know what I mean? But yeah, the waste is just, I don't know. They don't want weapons to be perfect, you know? And I get it. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it, you know? I'm okay with it not being perfect. It's still a good weapon. Just won't be my favorite, you know? See how slow weapon swapping was? There goes all our fucking ammo, right? And now we're not gonna spread because we ran out of ammo. You see? Did you see?
I need to change back.
And what's crazy about that is yeah, I do like the double shock. I think it shocked, it did. Look at that. Okay, so the holster's a good one. The holster's a good one, but now we're on a cooldown, right? A holster might make it make sense.
Yeah, let's get some.
Holy shit, he died so fast. Okay, so now we can do it, right? I didn't even have my shield out. So the shield gives you what? More duration or? See, look at that. We already lost all our ammo, man. All of it. It's just lame. I mean, we used it on one guy. Just one guy.
Let's see.
Foamed. You see the boss got foamed there? Oh, I'm fucking dizzy. I gotta look at what the shield does versus just giving them the whole smackdown. But that's better with the holster for sure. Okay, so the shield using say almost. Okay, so using the shield will give 100% melee damage. We don't care about that. Using same as engine with the holster will give 100% melee damage. Next melee attack will be using all three will offer all of the above mentioned bonuses, and shock from the melee attack will have a 5-meter radius. But I didn't have the shield and I still got the 5-meter radius. I thought I did. Okay, well, we'll keep trying. This is more interesting having that holster though. I gotta say, because then you have another source of status effects, and 15 seconds should feel fast.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Fuck. Really? She had DPS me? Fuck. I don't know if you catch that clunkiness. So what I do is I drop my shield and I hit the weapon swap button, but it goes back to the same weapon. Kind of lame. See that? So I have to weapon swap twice. Dude, that don't work. Gotta have this ammo in hand too, huh? That one was a success. Shock and rifle transmission.
The armored hostile detected.
So the other route we could take this is with the ninja bike backpack. I don't know how yet, but if we had the ninja bike, what does that bring in? Because the holster is sort of situational too, because like nobody else was around for that, right? And I think you really, although I can use it on a single case, which isn't the worst thing because it's still amp damage from the backpack. Yeah, switching weapons is, unfortunately doesn't feel isn't that fluid. I'm sure PC got a easier time with it than maybe controllers, but there's something weird with the shield when I switch weapons. It just yeah, I mean that is pretty handy. On-demand shock. That's pretty cool. But we don't need Eclipse for that, right? We could just roll a couple of status effect things on a build. Because I think it's already on cooldown. I think it's already done. Yeah, it is. Yeah, 15 seconds goes by pretty quick. And you don't even need the shield, right? The shield is for the 5-meter indirect transmission. Let me practice on this guy. And that's really situational. It's nice. You'll use it. But it is really situational. Most of the time, the enemies are all spread out on you beyond 5 meters, and it doesn't transmit. It's okay, we're on cooldown. So my point is, like, you could just run up to this guy and melee him. He's gonna shock anyway. So if you're gonna use it that way, you can go shieldless. And still, the holster will still work. So that's cool. You guys probably already know this, but I'm just using it for the first time, so.
Supply room access unlocked.
It's because I know melees aren't that exciting, but that is a melee shock is actually pretty cool, I gotta say. What are my other stats there? Hasbro, probably? Yeah. The holster sets them on fire. Yeah, kind of the same thing. I think it's got a longer cooldown, Biko. Isn't that like a 30-second cooldown? I don't remember. Never been a big fan of it because you can't target. It just catches the nearest enemy to you. I like the shock better, I guess I would say. The shock holster, I mean, are we better off? I wonder if we're better off like reversing our weapons and putting the cabaret as our primary and getting more out of this. I mean, that would suck. That means every 15 seconds down, that wouldn't work out. It sucks. They're forcing us to swap to this. I was gonna say, like, load up with special ammo and then swap back and forth. That wouldn't be very fun. Swapping is just too clunky. So if we ran a ninja bike, we would lose the holster. What up, Dragon? It's not bad. There's just not a heck of a lot of indirect transmission. So I think that's, I mean, there are a couple of like really cool moments. It works with the Eclipse backpack. I just wouldn't get really excited about it. I think you're better off with just like, you know, Striker or whatever, you know, Umbra, Striker, whatever way you want to go. The indirect transmission is the only reason why we're running this, and it's just rare for it to happen. So let's scrap, unless you guys want to see more, unless you have any special requests for this. The other way is the vial, but it's same thing, right? So you know, it's all about the source of your status effect being the assault rifle, which is pretty rare. When you do get it, you waste all your ammo on a single enemy. So it's just, you know, now this improves that, and I like this, actually, this combo, and it also makes the SMG a little bit more useful too. But the only other thing I think that does shock is there's the turret when you run the chest piece talent. And then the traps. So the chest piece talent I'm referring to is, what is that called? It's called, I don't run it too often. It's where they get near your, I forgot the name of it, but they get near to your turrets. Used in raids a lot, mostly. The problem with that is you stay planted. And so it's sort of a zonal gameplay. And I know people do play about that. People play in zones, you know, people play that way. So it's not like the worst thing. But in the open world, it can be a little, I guess, slow for me. Tamper-proof, thank you guys. You rock. But that is interesting, you know. We should at least try it, huh? Maybe I can surprise myself for sure, you know? So we'll take off Electrique, put on maybe like a Golem. I mean, if I have an electric, that'll make sense. I'll use it. Golan would also work. And then we'll have lots of sources, and then we could save the holster for when we get rushed. So let's see what I got here. Electrique, Vanguard, Electrique Henry. I got a bunch in here. So there's a Golan that would work with crits, and that one would too. I'll take the one with crits. And then we got that one with obliterate. Okay. So I'll add this skill also, and then that means I'll turn this red so we don't roll with too much armor.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Yeah, let's try, and then we'll try tamper-proof. So it won't be as strong. Oops. It won't be a strong turret. It's just for the sake, but it would give. It gives a pretty decent shock path. There we go. It says 3 meters, but feels bigger. And then, so we'll put the turret here. And then we'll throw the shock traps. We've got all sorts of shock now. And this could be fun, so it's worth a shot. Duration, shock radius. All right, I guess we're good. And then we put, which our crit's at now. 57, so we can add a little more crit damage. Hungry, 14 months, bro. Thanks, man, for your continued support. All right, so we got 15 status effects there. We got some skill haste. We got Hasbro. Yeah, I mean, a lot of this makes sense here. I mean, you could go as far as taking away your blue cores where you can and add skill tiers if you wanted to. All right, let's reset that control point. Does it work on the decoy? Tamper-proof? Can't remember. Mr. Eaton! Hey, James, did you change your name somewhere too? Do you have 2 accounts?
Hostile control point detected.
Thought I saw another guy with your same picture that's got a different name. What up, gnarly? I see you. Oops, sorry, running into walls. Oh, I'm lost. All right. That's what I get for trying to text and drive. Oh, I felt that. I felt that amplified damage kick in when he got that shock. I could immediately see his armor just take a big jump. Let me play a little closer here. They blew up my turret. You see that? That didn't take much. That's all right. We got the traps. Yeah, that amp damage feels good. You see how fast they burn? I don't know why it feels so much stronger now. Maybe it's because the turret's getting the amp damage too. Maybe that's why.
Come on, let's do this.
Kind of cool. Now, the question still remains. Are we getting indirect transmission, right? So we're definitely getting status effects. But are we getting use out of that indirect transmission? I don't know. But we are getting the amp damage, so that's good. Like right there, even though he's not under shock, we still get it. Where'd that come from? I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. I mean, you kind of got a little safety, little net going on, huh? And that's one thing.
Hostile contacts.
That foam should have spread. Didn't. Ah, see what I'm saying? The other weapon didn't have ammo. I swapped and there's nothing there. There's always just something, you know, with weapon swapping in this game. It's like it didn't reload right last time. Yeah, it's so there's nothing wrong with the concept. It's mostly indirect transmission, right? So it's even with all the shock things, you know, indirect transmission is still having little to no effect because the enemies are just not running into it. Even if they do in big groups, it has nothing to do with Eclipse. And it's not the status. I can put status effect rolls on anything, right? So. And we're not talking about whether it happens in direct transmission. We're talking about the frequency in which it happens. Not enough to make, to lose all your gear set pieces to Eclipse with this one. And I know it's only one control point, and it has nothing to do with the skills or even the chess piece talent, right? But they avoid your shock, right? He just went around. She just went around the whole thing. So I have my chest piece talent dedicated to shock, and then not getting a lot of action on that shock. And then we got indirect transmission dedicated to shock enemies that die from the shock, and not a lot of action from that either. So basically missing a lot of damage. But we do get that strong backpack damage of 30% amp sometimes. You know, sometimes.
We've got to find
Medical assistance needed.
Oh, you finished me.
Agent
That's all right.
down.
That's all right.
Agent killed.
Let's go back. I think, you know why Strikers is the best case for St. Elmo? It's because it's missing damage. And that's because it's a very important damage slot, you know? You don't have to have damage on your weapon, but you need Striker to supplement that damage if you don't. Because we've run like the FAMAS with like steady hands, and it feels really good.
Hostile control point nearby.
Flat nope. Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of the interesting thing, Thunder, is that you can see. I mean, if you've probably been playing this game a long time, it sounds like it at least, and you can see these problems from a mile away. You know, I mean, we saw this early stage PTS. You know, it's like I didn't even have to really see it to really know, but I did as soon as I saw it the first time. I realized, like, in the first 3 minutes of seeing St. Elmo in action, I was like, oh, wow, what a waste. Look at all the, you know, all those shots go to waste. But in the PTS, it was different. It was better in the PTS. In the PTS, you could stack while you had your ammo. So even though it was all going to waste, there was a shorter gap in which you didn't have the ammo. So you almost always had it. You didn't almost always had it, but more frequently you had it. It was better in the PTS, but either way, okay, so the point is, Eclipse is just okay, right? It's just okay. The indirect transmission isn't always there for you very much, and if you don't care about indirect transmission and you just want the 30% amp damage off of this backpack, same diff. It's just not always there for you. When it is, it's great, but it's just not always there, and so you're running this whole 4-piece set for a talent that's just sometimes active. Tamper-proof, there's nothing wrong with it. Same deal. You know, you're wasting a whole chest talent, and sometimes it's there. Now, for raids, it's different, right? Because you have this period in which there's like a waiting time between when the door opens, right? When you're guarding a door, you know, whatever it is, 60 seconds, whatever it is. And that's enough time for your tamper-proof to go on cooldown and come back. And then you throw it in so close to your door, it's almost 100% effective. And so it makes sense in the raids, but if you're guarding a door, basically. And I've seen it work guarding a door against chungas and stuff like that too, but it's very situational. You're not going to want to run it through an entire mission just for one door against a chunga. So, but you know, it's nice in theory. It's nice in theory, you know? And, you know, even if you wanted to run this and have some fun with it for a minute, it's all right, but it's just not gonna be it probably wouldn't make it to your favorite builds, I don't think. So let's strip it down. It's great news, because now I can delete all these crit Eclipse Protocol build pieces. And to be honest with you, it's not the first crit Eclipse Protocol build I've tried, and others have kind of fallen flat also. So I feel like it's pretty tough. I mean, you could probably get it to work on the shotgun. I can't remember if I like that or not. But because the shotgun's got such a high base weapon damage, it could be pretty cool. And plus, and you get the shock more frequently. So that could also be cool too. But all right, so don't worry, we're not done. But what I am wondering is, do I want to continue with the shocker punch? I surprisingly like it. For run and gun, it makes a lot of sense. So I might want to take it on an offshoot. The other thing is, but let's take it off for a second. And before I take off this Eclipse build, what does a ninja bike do for us? Anything interesting from that? I mean, we can get some more armor on kill, so no. Shock resistance, no. Skill tier, maybe, not really. We need to fill a damage gap, or a big defense gap. Yeah, I don't really think there's anything there for that with the ninja bike on an Eclipse. Just trying to see if something pops up to me, so. Okay, so let me look at this holster again. So one of the things, have you guys tried this with the Striker yet? Anybody try this holster with the Striker? It's kind of boring. Yeah, I'm looking at some of my pieces here real quick. Let me see. Okay, why do I have so many things in my bag? That didn't save anything. All right, let's give it over this Cavalier. Heartbreaker. I'd probably delete that. Name Golden Backpack Wicked. Yeah, that's not a bad idea because of the time it stays, holds in. The perfect Golden one. I think I have that here. Did I put it on my other character? I might have by now. Always moving shit around. Would you run it on a Striker though? Or just on something else, just in general? Because in Striker, you'd be competing with that Striker backpack, or I know everybody's doing the double companion thing, calling it the new meta, but it's been on the known issues board to fix, and so I guess it won't be the meta for very long. It's kind of interesting to run a strong repair skill so that you can go all red. Yeah, I have that, but I think I pushed it over to my other character. I'll end up going to grab it anyways. What I'm looking for is, okay, did I already, see if I have them over here. Okay, so one of the ones I wanted to try were the True Patriot pieces, so let's push those over. Hopefully I have the right chest piece I need. That will be the kicker. It's not for the bigger mag, although that's nice. Okay, so it's more for team support and that amp damage sending to your friends. And then also the shock will be more for your friends than you also. So when you do earn this shock, the idea is to spread it around to as many NPCs as possible. Or the biggest threat. And then from there, what we want is perfect galvanize. So like that. And then on the chest, let's see, do probably a Golan. So what I want here, where is that Golan? That one. All right, I wouldn't mind it with status effects, but that one. Hey, these are kind of this. Oh, that was a healer guard, not a Golan. There we go. Let me see if I have status effects. You don't need a ton of status effects, but it'd be nice to have one more roll. That one, but it's got armor regen, which is kind of okay. I'll keep the one I have, I guess. So you see what I got going on here? So I still want damage, so I would probably put on so we're gonna run Vanguard. So the idea is to give our allies a bunch of armor. So we're gonna roll a little heavier, but I also want to be able to dish damage. So we're gonna give, so we got 90 rounds in the mag, right? And so I have a couple of ways I'm thinking about running this. So if we run the Ninja Bike backpack, we can pump our rounds up by running 2-piece Brazos somewhere. And then not worry about the bonus armor from the backpack, but let's put the armor on that backpack. And then for the specialization, we're gonna want what do you call it? Survivalist, to give more damage to status affected targets. And then your dish, so more damage to status affected targets, bonus armor from status affected targets, bonus armor from your chest talent, and then the amp damage from the red flag, all going into that status affected target. So that's why when you get the special ammo, you want to work your way around the field and mark everybody. Make sure they're all marked and under status as much as possible. Catharsis actually does pretty good for group too. I was using it in a legendary capital run and it was squirting for the whole team pretty good. You got that shield. You guys are playing tight, but the TP chest changes the flag, unfortunately. I kind of feel like the bonus armor would be kind of nice for the team. We can, so the secondary weapon is the grudge, so that's how we can dish out crits with perfectly vindictive. for 20 seconds. If we get around to it though, right? So where are we at crits wise? 52, 112. Okay, so we can use one more crit chance. You could also use protector on the backpack too, by the way. It's not playing into the shock ammo, but the shield takes damage a lot. Protector and the catharsis is a nice little combo. You could run traps, but we're probably gonna need some sort of heals, so. Oh, specialization. SMG and assault rifle's good. All right, so let me. Every time I log in here, I gotta do that. Okay, matchmake, random, mission, legendary. Let's see how we do. Working? You're not working. Random mission. Legendary. I can't tell if the cosmetic bug is fixed. It acts kind of weird. I'm hoping to jump in on somebody who's like already halfway through a mission or something like that. So we got status effects there with more status effects, and then more status effects there. Damage to status effects. It's a source of status effects. And then this is going to give us that amplified damage by 8%. Mostly just after the red flag, but the other stuff is kind of nice too. Maybe they explode, maybe they don't. And then we're going to dish out bonus armor. We're running 1.5 and we get 45% of that. So about 7, what does that be? About 650 or something like that, give or take. And then this is going to give 50% of my armor. So it's another 750,000. Again, this is going to be, sometimes you condition it, sometimes you're not based on that ammo. But kind of the idea is, you know, always be shooting, not necessarily worried about killing. More supporting your team members. What's the project this week? District Union.
You've got your objective. Don't let anything stand in your way.
Let's get the fight going. Hopefully someone jumps in.
Follow the drone. Put him down. Burn it down.
Serious trauma detected.
Damn tank.
Agent.
We don't really have the damage to solo, but it's gonna kill in time.
You've got your objective. Don't let anything
Got special
stand
ammo.
in your way.
So 90 rounds looks like, huh? Really? Really? Good hit, dude. Look how far out they play, huh? It's like 70 meters back. Got that bonus armor from Galvanize right there. Pretty cool, because he seemed like he was pretty far away. Tony, what up, man? Ah, really? You got that off? That's fucked up. I didn't feel like she got it off at all, man.
You have been promoted to group leader.
All right, Miss Cash.
You are now group leader. Another agent has joined your group.
Come the big boys. So from here, what I'm gonna do is save my ammo and just let them do the work. And that's the idea here. So I can let them do the work. And I know we're down a guy, so. But we're all getting bonus armor from this guy now, too. Yeah, that went pretty good. Being down a guy. See their bonus armor in the corner? That's galvanized right there. And then if I pop my shield, they'll get it too. When I'm not on cooldown. Am I on cooldown? No. See, I helped out Mr. Maxi Cash over there. Nice. This is pretty cool. I see it working. It's kind of predictable though that it would work. It's not. It's an enhancement based on a build that we created a while back called the Wingman. Where we didn't have perfect galvanized back then and stuff. Is that shock ammo?
Has joined your group.
So they're all marked. So we can, our job is done. We just sit back, take a nap. That bonus armor there. Nice. I'm looking at my team's bonus armor. So what I want to do is kind of be able to constantly fire, so I'm going to play farther back. So got them under shock up there, and they're getting the bonus armor from that. See that? And as soon as my shield goes on cooldown, then I'll give them bonus armor from that too. See that? And then we got the shock too. So now that I got double layers of bonus armor. Ooh, that's working out real fucking good, huh? Not bad, not too shabby. Not too shabby. I feel like I've played with this Garza before. That name's sounding familiar. Good job, boys. We gotta wait for that other guy. Well, kind of a newbie mistake right there. Just, if you're new to the game, it's usually advised. It's not a rule, but just advised that you let the team leader open the door unless you know your team really well. See, I got 2 guys down because one guy jumped the gun here. It's better to go in with the full team, you know what I mean? It's okay, we'll recover, but just, you know, rule of thumb, sort of a kind of a respect thing. I'm not too picky about it, but because I don't care. I mean, if we crash and burn, I don't care really, you know, but that's usually why a new guy goes running through the gate, you know, and everybody's like, hey, I'm not ready. I don't even have ammo yet. You know, why you in a hurry, bruh? Why you in a hurry? So anyway, same deal here. I'm gonna sit in the back and then try to play into this special ammo situation. So Garza's gonna kick it off. Cool.
An agent has left your group. Agent down.
Watch my 6-bar reload.
Another agent is now in your group.
Yeah, I think your team will like it, guys. The best part is I don't feel weak. You know, obviously I could have more damage, but I don't feel weak. I don't feel like I'm underserving the team. I feel like I'm actually delivering some damage while I'm delivering the bonus armor and status effects, you know? I feel like a useful member of society. I need to save my ammo. Hopefully, did I give him crits? No. I've been forgetting to use my secondary weapon. Okay, we got to integrate that. Got everybody here? All right. I feel like the anchor, you know? Perfect timing on that bonus armor, huh? So I can try to get in position for these next wave here. That's pretty cool, I gotta say. It's a luxury. It feels better as a support gun than it does as a primary, I gotta say. I mean, as like a DPS primary. Because your ammo, you can make your ammo just make so much more sense, you know? Honestly, like, it's just like, to be able to spread the ammo in that situation felt really good. And it felt like for the first time, my weapon shock ammo made sense. Where a lot of other times it's sort of like, you know, you're pumping it on to one target because you're focus firing like you should. Feel like $1 million. I don't know why. It's a weird thing to say, Tux. I know. I'm talking to third person. What up, Chunky? Chunky Tuna. What's up, man? I like your name, man. I love me some Chunky Tuna. I'm not gonna lie. All right, Garza's ready to go. Just wait for the other guy. I know this name El Conde too. I feel like I recognize that name too. He's kind of new, so I probably don't. But. Nice. Nice. That felt pretty easy to clear that room. You see, I saved Conde's life with that bonus armor. Got a veranda. I think those snipers are giving them hell. Gotta take out that healing station guy, guys. See that? Trying to buy him time, but where's the rest of my kill time? My kill team. I feel like I'm the only one shooting. Is it just that I'm only hearing my gun? Is that the deal? Good job, guys. I don't know. I think that one guy was taking like all the aggro because I saw him get up and then he went down again, or his shield broke and he was dizzy. God, I think those snipers might have busted his shield because he looked like he was wobbling. Shock ammos works great. Totally recommend a guy on your team that is able to use it sparingly and not all on one target, you know? Yeah, I think this is gonna make it, guy. This is True Patriot. So this is a team support build if you're just now joining this. So 4 pieces True Patriot with 1.5 million armor, and I'm giving bonus armor on the chest and the backpack, and I got status effects, and then crits so that I can also deal damage. So we're a team support build that feels pretty good. I don't feel under damaged. So I'm gonna go first, and then I'm gonna pop some bonus armor for these guys right now. They're gonna freeze everybody. We all get alive except for Conde. Ooh, that hurt. So here I'm gonna conserve my ammo, right? Now I'm out. It's time to re-earn. And I'll give my team more bonus armor. And we're down 2 shooters, right? Because I got guys downstairs. Works like a dream. Very good, very good. I'm not sure if we used this gun on Legendary yet. Maybe. I think we did, maybe when we first got it. So we're giving our team more damage and we're giving them more armor, you know? And I think personally, I mean, on the armor side, like, I feel like it's better than heals, you know? One, it doesn't rely on the skill. But I just find that teams sort of play more aggressively when they have bonus armor. With a little more, not always a good thing, of course, but I notice there's a little more confidence in players when they have bonus armor. I'm more confident when I have bonus armor, you know. I'm a big fan of bonus armor, though. I'd rather have bonus armor than armor on kill, and bonus armor rather than armor regen and all that stuff. I don't think they're gonna nerf the gun. I don't. I'd be surprised. It is really under damaged. You know, I mean, I noticed that it doesn't have damage, but is it a great weapon? Yeah. You know, but it's still not perfect, and they don't want it to be perfect, you know? And so I think it's right where it needs to be. I mean, I do wish we had better stacking situation, but at the very least, I would like that to be a change. But to be honest with you, I think the devs, like, just let me give you guys a dose of reality. I don't think you're gonna be seeing a lot of changes to much of anything unless it's absolutely urgent. Why? Because devs, I think, are working on that whole new end game structure, and I believe that it's gonna affect all of our weapons and everything, and I don't think they want to waste valuable resources on perfecting or reworking things, you know, that are potentially gonna change anyways, you know, and it cause a whole nother load of problems. I don't know, you know, I don't know. But it's really close to being perfect, because if you make it too strong, then it's gonna be the meta, and they don't want that. You know, if they nerf it, then I don't think they need to nerf it. I don't think it's overpowered at all. Try to get that. I need to get my hand on those tanks. There you go. Okay, I need to get to that spawn door. Did it already come out? Don't want my shield to break.
Agent down.
Just like that. Don't want that. I'm dizzy. Ooh. Ooh, I'm dizzy. You heal up. See that? Yeah, that's your man Tux coming through. Those fucking drones are gonna pop him and keep him from saving his homie. You know how they like to do. Look at that, me shocking all those fuckers back there, all those grenadiers. Yeah. Yeah. Take my 90 rounds. Take my 90 rounds. It feels pretty good, I gotta say. I'm liking it. Pair it up with somebody with a striker on your team. I didn't look at what these guys are running, but let me see real fast. So he's a skill build, Eclipse build, Kind of an interesting team. And a hardwired. Wow, that was wrong. He might have changed the hardwired just for that room, though. So. Actually, we're all support roles, interestingly enough. You know? So on this, actually, let me go ahead and hit that pulse. I know I'd be better off with the sticky, but I don't want to keep my hands busy. So I'm gonna try to use my ammo smartly, but we got a lot of waves, and so, but you know, ideally we got enough for the chungas, but we're gonna have the other guys first. But what I want to do is I want to hit that door right when it comes out. I want to load them with special ammo right here. I'll let them take care of that.
An agent needs assistance.
See, he was standing in the wrong spot there. You got to get out faster than that. They come piling in on your back, right? So now, okay, so now I'm gonna use my ammo sparingly, right? Nice. Got him. Let me put this back. Yeah, I'll put on a fixer because, you know. Yeah, we're doing okay. The lack of DPS. I mean, you can, right? You get the right team. You get the right team. It doesn't really matter what build you're fucking running. It just doesn't, really. You know? You could all be near tanks and whatever. As long as you know where to stand, that's the biggest part of it, you know? Stand in the right spot. You might be getting overwhelmed back here. Let me see. Oh, shit. Thanks for saving my life, bro. Yeah. Let's build rocks. Look at all this. Fuck you guys. And the horse you rode in on. I mean, they're all toast. Let's break that chain. Keep him from pulsing, hopefully. Oh, he hit the pulse anyways? How the fuck did he do that? Remember, bosses are a little bit more resistant to status effects, so you gotta be careful about that. It's okay, so he's broken. So it's all headshots now. He's the best boss to fight in the game. I mean, it gets a little redundant and stuff like that, but... But at least he's not a couple of drones flying in the air. Those guys are fucking annoying. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Feel good about that. I'll show you all the build details in a minute. Johnny, you tried though, bro. Now you know, right? You gotta put those ideas to test. See if we got anything to give away. Yeah. Yeah. In case somebody wants that. Probably don't. Let's see what we got here. So 57 kills. Garza did 71. I think he was a skill build. I don't know. And then 55. Good, pretty even, pretty even. So Garza took the... Oh, he's gone. I didn't look at his build, but he might have been rotating builds. All right, so that's what the builds look like. That's my stats, 58, 124. Okay, so that's our crits right there. All right, so my armor is at 1.5. So I gotta say, it's really hard to use the grudge. It's hard to swing in a second weapon in legendary. I don't know why, I kept trying to switch to this, and by the time I did, the status effect was gone. And then that's because we don't have a ton of status effects. And it's not just, you gotta kill them under status effects, right? So they gotta be like almost dead for that to work. So it's sort of situational and kind of becomes cumbersome, and I stopped using it. I forgot about the fire grenades. I should have been using those. Totally forgot I had them, right? So yeah, that is what it is. And then so everything is crits and armor. So armor crits, you can add more status effects, but I really like to be a contributor and not be completely useless on the damage. You know, I don't want to leave it all up to my team, because what if they're busy? What if they're, you know what I mean? Like, what if they get mowed down and what if you got an NPC standing in your face? That kind of shit. So crit damage and armor, crit damage, weapon damage, crit chance. And then I'm running Golan for a little bit of status effects to make that ammo last longer. And then armor, crit chance, crit damage, Vanguard. So I'm popping my shield, right, which is a tier 4 shield, to give them more bonus armor, okay? And Galvanize was working like a dream. Hopefully you saw that. I feel like we were saving their lives a lot with that. And it's passive. You don't even have to do anything, but just keep shocking fools, right? And so Shock gives them 50% of your bonus armor. Of your armor as bonus armor. So that's 750 plus basically 700, 650 or something like that. So we're getting them like 1300, and this stacks. So you shock 2, 3, 4, 5 different enemies, then that 50% of your armor times 5 within 30 meters of that enemy. And 30 meters is huge radius, guys. That's a huge radius. for 10 seconds, right? So it doesn't last forever. But a galvanize is amazing. It always has been. And this, again, this is sort of like a version 2 of this build. We've created this build differently. We were probably using the Scorpio. We didn't have perfect galvanized and whatever. And so you can use the Vanguard chest piece, the perfect Gila guard. But for me, I'd rather have the status effects and a little bit more bonus armor to the team. They're getting plenty. So I'm just kind of trying to balance things out, you know? And then I'm running the Fixer and then the Shield, of course. And then, you know, the St. Elmo. That's our source of shock, which is source of bonus armor. So really interesting, really interesting. You might go with a better secondary weapon if you wanted to. Maybe use the Cabaret instead and just give yourself more damage. I felt like it was hard to... You're probably better off with the Cabaret, you know. I don't know. So let's see. I can give this to this guy too. See if he's kind of new, so I'll share what I can to him. Ooh, that's nice. I'll take those for myself. All right, so let's bail from this. Wow, Johnny. Good job, man. 210. Look at you, bro. John, congrats to John. Shout out. He was saying he just finished his first legendary District Union Arena. He only died once. And he's level 210. That's impressive, man. That's impressive. So, okay, so that's that build. This is one that I had on the docket for a while. Wasn't sure how I'd run it in the end, but I knew I was gonna go galvanize. There's a lot of other ways you could do it too, right? Like if you feel like galvanize, there's so many variations in this. If you feel like galvanize is enough bonus armor to your team, you could put perfect companion here and then just kind of sprinkle on a little bit more status effects here and there to get your ammo to last a little bit longer. You know? The problem is if you run perfect companion, then you're running 2 pieces of Electrique, so you're gonna end up not running perfect galvanize. And I think that perfect galvanize is a big upgrade. I don't know if I have a regular galvanize here. No, I don't. But I think it's a pretty big upgrade because it's not only distance, but it's also but the amount of bonus armor. Here's one. Yeah, so 40 and 20. So it's 10 of each more. So you 10 more bonus armor, 10% more bonus armor, 10% more meters. But the distance is what you're after, really. That's game changer. Yeah, you know, True Patriot has always been a good build set. It's never been my favorite, but it's got its moments where it feels really good. If you've ever run the Contender, which is this build turned into a skill damage build, it does really well. And that's because you're giving your skills amplified damage also. And then you put the memento and like whatever you want on your chest, glass cannon or kinetic momentum, whatever. But you're giving your skills amplified damage too. And that's why it works really nice. And a larger mag also on the capacitor, which is also really nice. So this has always been a good set. Now, it doesn't outperform from a base weapon damage as like a Striker or a Heartbreaker. It really doesn't, but that's not what it's supposed to do. It's a team build. You get a larger mag, so that's one good thing, and more sustained damage there. And then you get an amp damage to you, to your skills, to your team members, and your team members' skills. Think about that. And that's why I think it's way better than ongoing directive, because ongoing directive requires you to usually have skills for status effects, and then that special ammo is not as consistent. And so, of course, you give more amplified damage to your team, but it only lasts until their special ammo runs out. And in Legendary, that happens a lot. And it's harder to get your special ammo in Legendary. So with this, it's just point and shoot. It might be a little bit less amplified damage, but it's consistently there with just one bullet. Just one bullet's got to tag them, right? It's a way easier. Plus, there's the additional added benefits of explosions and decreased damage and heals. I never really noticed the heals, though, gotta say. Anybody else? Does anybody notice the heals on that? It's there. It's supposed to work. And I know, I think it was Dragon was showing this. Was that you, Dragon? Was that build? What were we using? The Doctor? Were we using it with the Doctor's Home? You know, was that set? I can't remember. Okay, so let me see. What do I want to do next? Shotgun. Okay, so we're going to switch out of the St. Elmo's, guys. So that's it for St. Elmo's tonight. And we'll work on some more later. But so for now I'm going to switch to a new shotgun build. This is one I've been wanting to try. So we're going to be working on the SASG 12 specifically. All right, so let me head over to the White House. And the reason why is because I was kind of inspired from the Descent game mode about the shotgun. I was like, you know what? The shotgun really is good. Appreciate you, Kyle. And so I was like, you know, the shotgun really is good. It always has been. And we always kind of bubble it back up to the surface, especially the tsunami. But I actually, you know, after learning about the tsunami myself way back when, I found that I liked the Sausage 12. That's another way to call it, I guess. With Optimus, it actually felt better with Optimus because the reload isn't really that slow. It's not, you know. So what I want to do is like what we've seen is like it can be really fun with like this when you have crazy damage, but also when you have Allegro. So what I want to do first is give it some RPM boost, right? It's definitely gonna be a heroic run and gun build, but I want to give it an RPM boost. And so I want to do our crazy crit Umbra Striker ninja setup with this shotgun and see what it feels like, because on certain weapons this thing is nuts. I mean, on certain that setup with certain weapons is nuts is what I mean. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and put on Umbra or Gunner, I'm sorry, first. Shotguns, SMGs is fine. We'll do that. Okay, cool. I hope I have all these pieces here. I don't want to go to another character right now. Ugh. See that rendering? You look like shit. Okay, so we got the ninja on. Now let's go see if I can get this together. Umbra. Maybe Umbra? No. There we go. All right, and so I do want to make it crit based. So I'm not sure what talent I want to run, but I do also have the tsunami somewhere. There's that one, and then there's that one. There's a tactical. I'm not quite sure the differences between these. I've never really done a side-by-side comparison on it, so we'll have to take a look at that. Let's give it a rock and roll, and a king breaker, police. Bring all the versions in. Some of them are gonna have to be deleted. It could be run with Vindictive. It could be a good Vindictive setup too, but we'll try that also. So we need a striker now. Really? That could work. And then crits wise, we're at 31. Okay, so we need to load that up. Okay, first let's figure out which one is best. So number 2 is the black market versus the black market. Okay, so they're both the same. 13.9, 11, and 10. What are the odds? Okay, so we'll change number 2 there. Or was I comparing number 2 with number 2? I was. No wonder. Okay. 13.9. Okay, so the one on the right looks better, which is number 1. Okay, so switch this to that, and then that will be done. Okay, so looking at the difference here, so same damage, looking at the same shotgun. All right, so 726 on the left, that's just because it's higher, same everything there. They both have this 2 mods. One's got more stability, and it's number 1 with a slower reload, where the one on the right's got a little bit faster reload. So I would take stability in that scenario. Oh wait, that one's got mods. Okay, let me put that one on. I would actually run crits on this, unfortunately. So swap this one's mods. All right, let's look again. So more stability is still on number 1. Okay, so number 1 is the better one. And then we have a tactical. So delete that. All right. And then let's do a comparison. This one with the tactical comparison. All right, so tactical's on the left. About the same in the damage department. It's got a larger magazine size, of course. Less stability. And everything else is a little more accuracy. So accuracy for stability. Okay, so I'll take stability because this thing's got a kick on it. So good to know. Now we know. This thing does have a kick. And then, of course, we have the tsunami. Okay, so I'll put that there for now. And let's clean those up. The Lady Death Kyle. Yeah, I mean, what Grumpy's is saying is true. You know, SMGs, farm SMGs and Countdown, get your exotic caches. RNG's gonna be tough there in the caches, but you know, you're gonna obviously get all the caches you can anyways. Exotic caches from Countdown, exotic caches from doing your projects, right? So you got your projects. But the other thing is, I wouldn't dismiss New York bosses either. So that was the original way that you could get the Lady Death. The only way you could get the Lady Death originally when it was released was by defeating named bosses in the open world in New York City. So I've found that sometimes there's a lingering, like, what do you call it? RNG on that, or whatever you call that, from passcode. Like, because like the Chameleon used to be just open world, by the way. And like there's a high rate of the Chameleon and the Acosta's go bag dropping in the open world when you open up random caches, right? And so, especially the Acosta's go bag. And so that stuff is still lingering around. And so I would just add that into your quest for the Lady Death, is to get out there and try that in New York. But overall, yeah, you know, turn on SMGs and head over to Countdown and farm SMGs in the open world. There's unfortunately no shortcut outside of that. The Longhorn, or the Bighorn, if that's what you mean, you can get from the summit, but you got it's anywhere legendary, and then the Dark Zone, and then caches. So any of the legendary missions, Summit. Let's see here. Close and personal, strained, optimist, preservation, killer. Let's try killer. Because we're gonna go crits. Because we're gonna have a lot of crits. I don't know if we actually, now think about it, we're gonna have a lot of crits. Let's see, but we're gonna want a decent amount of armor. Where are we crits, by the way? 41, so we need more. More crits? You want more? Oh, we need a better mask than that. Let's bring the striker in there. Not that one. There we go. Okay, so we just need to change the chest and then add a little bit of armor there.
Good to see you.
You're never gonna forget your first exotic. Oh, I get it. I get it. 47, clear that. $53, 105. We want a little bit more than that. I guess I can change the mask. All right, let's see if we like this bugger. So that puts us at 207 plus 30% RPM. Got 1.9 second reload. Umbra should be kicking that in faster, but maybe we already had it on. Huh. Yeah, okay, and then we will be trying the Tsunami also, by the way. So Tsunami's pretty strong. So we got our 2 striker, 3 umbers. So this chest is giving us RPMs and 100% crit damage, okay? So that's putting us at 193% crit damage plus another 40%. So that's 233% crit damage. That should be pretty strong. And then for our secondary, we'll run, I'll just put on whatever, but I'm not gonna rely on it too much. Probably something with a little bit of range. This weapon, this gear set does work with assault rifles pretty well, so let's go ahead and add an assault rifle to the mix. Actually, we could just run the exotic. Yeah, let's do that. And then back here, I'll put on that. All right, and then let's make sure we got the right weapons. The gunner, so we need an assault rifle. We got it? Yeah. Cool, this should be fun. Let's go kill something. Electronics, the E small is a decent place. Otherwise, anywhere the Tusks are. But the E small, just that whole strip of control points, there's lots of electronic caches there. Eventually, keys. You mean raid keys? I think they last forever. The other keys do too, the faction keys. Remember when faction keys like used to be a thing that you would always be looking for and farming for back in the day? And now you probably have like 1 million of them. and don't know what to do with them. Am I alone there? I think everybody's got that problem, right? All right, so this looks like, you know, not much in the beginning, but remember, I think it's gonna be pretty good. And the reason why is we got 10% armor on kill, and then we also got the heals coming off of this. But this, again, this build is inspired from Descent, because the SASG 12 has been my favorite gun in there, and I've been pumping it with Allegro. I'm sure you guys have too. And it's just a beast. Obviously, that's fantasy, and we can't achieve what we can in there, but it just inspired me to give this one a try. It's still a shotgun, though, and shotguns aren't the easiest weapons to use in this game, so keep that in mind.
Watch the barrier on our flank.
You're not going anywhere. Yes, agent, leave!
Enemy on our flank.
So my biggest worry is our shield, of course. Otherwise, I can feel the power. Where's this guy?
Vital signs critical.
Ah, whatever.
Vital signs 0.
Yeah, so our biggest worry is that shield. It looks quite weak. That's the problem with the ninja bike, right? It eats up that bonus armor slot, and you're like, I want my bonus armor. Pummel could be part of the solution though too, because you could be skipping reloads, and maybe that does something to your survivability. It's only 2 kills, and then you also get the 40% weapon damage, or is that what it is? 40%? I think so. Yeah, which is, it's not 40% crit damage, but you're also getting the reload.
Not in cover. Don't waste time.
So with shotguns, really, you got to take flanks. You don't want to take direct paths because they'll just melt you. Oof. It fucking feels good though, man. Just eat that. Oh yeah. It feels like you would expect it to feel. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Ah. Little vulnerable though, in the back.
Agent vital signs 0.
I wish you could put, what is that talent called? Measured on shotguns. You can't, right? Damn, bro, come on.
Hostile control point nearby.
Okay, so here's where we got the setup at, and maybe we need more armor. I don't have a problem with the damage. That felt pretty good. Let me try the tsunami real quick and just see what we think about it. So it's the same, right? Yeah. So everything should be the same, except now it's gonna be 40% weapon damage, and after every 2 kills, it'll be the reload. And that might allow us to be a little bit faster and not miss out on any damage. We might not be able to tell the difference between 40% crits and 40% weapon damage. However, the crits one you can refresh, and tsunami you can, the tsunami talent you can also, perfect pummel, but you gotta take 2 kills to refresh it, where the other one, you can refresh it every kill as long as you crit. So yeah. Aw, he fucking glitched. You guys saw that, right? He disappeared as he was jumping over. Fuck. I like it. So we just gotta figure out our... Hold on, boss. So the thing is, you don't want to switch weapons with the tsunami because then you'll reset your pummel. So you wouldn't want to run this with, what's it called? Versatile.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Oh, they made me miss everything. Yeah, I'm toast. I'm toast! Yeah, I'm toast. Let me kill myself. We got to do something about that shield, huh? Yeah, let me head back here. I mean, the other way to do it is just to run bonus armor. You know, just get rid of the striker. We should just at least try that. But I want more speed.
Hostile control point detected.
Let me see if I can make it quick. Let's try it with the memento and then see if that bonus armor is enough to talk us out of striker. Yeah, I'll put it up here, I guess. Doesn't really matter. No, we're stuck with that. Oh, so annoying. I think this one had the Asper on it too. Yeah, let me find a better one. I mean, we could just load it up with more armor too. I mean, that's the other way, you know, to make the shield not so glassy. But yeah, I don't know. Shotguns without bonus armor isn't always the funnest. You know, it just really isn't. It's like... Damn it, I don't have another mask. They're all members on my other character, apparently. Okay, so we'll just choose the hazard protection one and pretend we have crits there. All right, and then down here we'll run... I'll go ahead and run the usual, which is the Picaros, so I can steal another crit mod. No, blue core. Where we at? Crits rise 4793. All right, how are we looking now? 5393. So change this one to crit chance. 5981. Okay, so we're a little under just because I got that stuck there that has hazard protection, but we'll roll with it. And let's go see if that bonus armor helps us.
Hostile control point nearby.
And so I could tell you that you need it. I mean, that one's fun without it, but the thing is, I mean, you're out of cover a lot, and so you don't want to have to keep ducking into cover too much to get your heals from Umbra. I mean, you want those to assist you because you go into cover anyways, but
Reinforcements incoming.
the shield, so we got the 2 skill tiers. That's gonna help the shield right there. I don't even need the fixer. I could actually drop to a decoy, which is dramatically help also. You'll be shooting at that instead of me. I think I like the other one better than Pummel. Because the reload isn't that slow. And I think I'd rather have... The thing is with the crits, or even with the Optimus, you know, you don't have to refresh it, right? I mean, you refresh it faster. You don't have to wait for a kill to refresh it. Okay, I'll let them take that guy. Thing is kind of a beast. You gotta get right up in there with this gun.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Stand there and take it. Don't let them heal.
Yeah, the bonus armor obviously helped a little bit. Why did you broke that shield, huh? Yeah, it's like shooting a wild boar. You know what I mean? So it's a little control there. Little control issues, this shotgun in general. But I do like the other. I think I like this one better though, with Killer, because I can refresh it on kill, not every other kill. And sometimes I'm reloading anyways. I'm like a chronic reloader, even between pummels. Reload is my crack, you know? Okay, let me grab some ammo. Let's give it another test.
Supply room access unlocked.
Oh, dude. Scrub. Run it with a tip of spear. That's like one of my favorite builds in the game. It's sick. Tip is... you trip out. You'll trip out. I just ran it the other day. Have you been watching any of those live streams where I've been doing legendary 10 directive dealios? I ran it on day 2. That's still a work in progress, that legendary thing. So it's relatively fresh. But either way, I'll tell you right now. So basically, tip of spear everywhere. Headhunter on your chest. With, you know, Walker, headhunter on your chest. Memento on your backpack. Run 1.7 million armor. So armor everywhere but your chest, basically. And that's a 5 directive heroic build right there. Technically a 10 directive legendary build also. We were solo. Very fun. You could also do it with Hunter's Fury. But being the keyword 1886, Hunter's Fury does limit you on range to get the most out of that set because, you know, once that 15 meters, where Tip of Spear, once you activate Tip of Spear and use your TAC 50, you're not really doing it for the Tip of Spear buff, okay? You're not. You're doing it for the TAC 50 ammo. Because once you get Headhunter going, you don't need Tip of Spear anymore. You don't need it. It's all Headhunter. Yeah, it's a great build. Let me see if I have a fresh version of it for you. I run it all the time. I think we put it on the 7 builds to farm XP for St. Elmo. I think it's on that series, isn't it? Let me see here. No. Yeah, I can just point you to the live stream. Yeah, I'll be showing the build like right away. So the first one, so it'll be in the beginning. Okay, so here's the live stream for it, Scrub. There you go. And I show the build up front, so you don't have to watch the whole thing. But that's the 10 directive legendary using that build with all that crazy armor. Heartbreaker's great. Heartbreaker would actually work well with this set too that I'm running now. I'm not sure if this thing takes the pulse. It doesn't look like it would. It does. Yeah, it does actually. That's interesting. That's pretty interesting actually. Would this look good in the, so you'd have to run 3-piece Heartbreaker, 2-piece Striker? I mean, that could be something we're trying. I'd be down to try that. It's a good call, bro. You could run Spotter for more burst and armor and kill. You could also go really fucking.
I got you covered. Is there any way around?
Ooh, don't. Aw. This is pretty fun. You gotta work fast though, right? Shotguns.
Friendly soldiers down and out. Have to be ready for them. Come on,
Yeah, I do like it better than the Tsunami though. I've always kind of thought the Tsunami was sort of all right. I've always felt like, yeah, it doesn't really need that reload. Optimus is really good on this too. I mean, we just smashed that boss. She was smashed. I mean, she's not the tankiest of bosses, but you know.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Oops, I thought I reloaded already. Where we at?
No, we've lost one.
Yeah, I wonder with Heartbreaker if we could go without his shield. Then if so, we could probably... maybe run an offensive shield. No, we can't do that because we need a laser pointer. Dude.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Come to Papa.
Heavily armored hostiles detected.
See ya, boss. I like it. I do want to go to the original one though. The ninja bike one, eventually go back to it and just add more armor and see if that's the cure. Because that was pretty darn fun too. And the handling does not go to waste on this shotgun. Because you're getting a faster reload, and you also, it is, like I said, a little, you know, it's like grabbing a tornado by the haunchos. Okay, so that works. The bonus armor goes a long ways. But, you know, a lot of it is, it's not so much a bonus armor, it is a shoot first, kill first concept. And the trophies are giving us the power up on top of the crits, you see? And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red cores, so that's 25% power up on top of the 30% weapon damage off of the backpack, plus the regen, plus everything, you know? So it's not just the bonus armor, it was the damage also. But yeah, there's a lot to explore here, so more fun on the way. Let me delete this. I think it is a good worthy scenario to try Heartbreaker 2. There's not really a good passive skill cooldown one, except for the memento and its skill efficiency trophies. Not just to call out the memento again, but that's the only talent I can think of that's passive. The one talent that I feel like does the best for skill haste or eliminating cooldowns, a single talent that does a really good job is the chest talent. What do we call that? Tag team. So yeah, tag team is the one that does a lot. It does a lot. Otherwise, there's the other one, calculate. I think it's calculated. The one on your backpack where might be called skilled. Again, I'm kind of confused the names. But there's a backpack talent that if you kill from cover, You shave cooldowns too, but that's not really passive, right? So yeah, not a lot on the passive side. The memento is the only thing passive I can think of because of its 30% skill efficiency. Some people use a hardwire set. Not really passive, but you know, that's that. You're kind of rolling all. When you go hardwired, you're technically rolling all into skill haste. You're dedicating the whole build to skill haste. Is it calculated? Thanks, Destroyer. Yeah. Calculated is the backpack talent. I like that one. I got a build for that. It's actually really good. That talent. And the build. Never got around to posting that build. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix it up here. Let's shotgun this bad boy. Pistol, put that to assault rifle. Activate that. Okay, so we're gonna take the same gun, and then we're gonna put linked laser pointer. But what's also cool is that we can now put on the pulsed one, whatever it's called, and not have to, and have our damage up full time. I like that idea. On the shotgun, that means a lot. Flatline, yeah. It's not 40%, but it's all the time, so that's really nice on the shotgun. That's already hitting hard, right? The shotgun doesn't even need to lift and damage, but you know, that means less reloads, right? So, and then I think what we're gonna do is try, I guess the ninja at first, and then I'm gonna try a Heartbreaker with this shotgun. 3-piece Heartbreaker, 2-piece Striker, and see if that's something. Do I have my Heartbreaker? Let's see, we need to take that one. I've been moving things around, so hopefully got a couple of pieces. There's 2. Boo. I need 3. Okay, there, and then the striker mask, I guess. And we'll go striker down here. What makes this interesting is this takes the crits out of the equation and puts it onto raw damage, which should be easy to maintain with the shotgun. It's kind of interesting there. If that really works out, we could put on protection from elites. Yeah, that's right. That's a good destroyer. Yeah, it's maybe Scorpion's cool off on the cover. I don't know why it's a Scorpion. Oh, I don't got any space. I need to move some shit. Let's get a craft a random Heartbreaker real quick. Delete that technically. All right, just a mediocre Heartbreaker will be fine. Not that mediocre. Not that one either. Nope. They give me a high armor, I'll take it. There we go. All right. And then we'll put on crit chance. All right. And then I guess I'm gonna load on a little bit more armor, I think. With the idea being we get a lot of bonus armor. Crit size 4568, so I could push up the crit damage a little higher. 4580. Yeah. So we got the laser pointer. We're good. We could not take heals here. I mean, we might need it because we don't got any armor on kill, but we do get the bonus armor. Yeah, we should probably keep it because we don't have regen either. So, all right. I would say you can put the artificer to make that shield stronger. It's kind of a shitty day to be farming, huh? Me no likey bad map. That's why I was doing Descent this morning, because the map sucked. But I wanted to do this build lab. The shotgun really is good. Is anybody experienced with the tsunami? And if you are, have you tried the other versions without the tsunami, same shotgun? It's I'd love to hear you guys' opinions on that. If you found the same, gone to the same conclusion, like, tsunami's all right, but Optimus or something like that works pretty damn good too. Happy 4th of July weekend, Shrewd. Thanks for that. Forgot. I need to go buy fireworks. Tomorrow, I guess, huh? It's gonna be a hot 4th of July up here in the Northwest. You going for that unicorn? Let me know how it goes. Yeah, rock and roll's pretty good. Rock and roll works good on the striker too. Again, striker does a good job of compensating for weapons that are lacking damage, like the ACS.
Reinforcements incoming.
So you could run an ACS on the other one too. I don't know if I want to do that, but I might want to. I'm watching the sacks to see how fast they go. Oof. You know me, I'm gonna go for it. Ah, stuck. You get up there quick enough, I guess.
He's got you cold.
Fuck are you? Fuck. No waste. Pretty easy to maintain once you get there. Pretty good. Weapon handling, it's got weapon handling, right? And that's a really nice touch on the shotgun. Striker's got it too, of course. Because it's got a kick, and it is hard to control. You know, it really is. I mean, you don't absolutely have to have it, but you notice when you do, and it feels like it's worth it.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
This definitely feels easier to play with, but we did put more armor in general on it. About to lose our shield here. Oh. Yeah, definitely good shieldless. Liking that.
Eat this. Whoa. Just get me to the other.
So even though our bonus armor gets taken away, our damage doesn't. So keep that in mind. So the damage will stay up. And it's really easy to maintain with this setup. Very easy. We earned it, and we have it. I don't think it's worth running 2 shotguns to compensate in the beginning. Because it's sticking around so well. If it wasn't sticking around, then maybe, but... Feels pretty good. It's easy. It's a walk in the park, you know? I'm not invincible, but... Damn, nearly. I mean, think about this for a quick second. Think about what my healing situation is here. Okay, look at it. Where's my heals? There isn't any, right? It's just this... I mean, on the build. It's just this little drone here at 31.7, you know? That's it. And so we were running a little more armor than we did on the others. I put on an extra run because of the bonus armor.
Supply room access unlocked.
And so it's very stable damage too, right? There's no, we're not getting the spikes, the ups and downs from the crit version of this. Crit version being killer. So I'm gonna mix it up real quick again. There's a couple of different ways you can go. I mean, Striker's pretty nice, no doubt. If we needed armor on kill, we could put 2 pieces of Hunter's Fury. But what if we put on, hold up a second. What if we put on 1 piece Hunter's Fury? That gives us shotgun damage, right? And then 1 piece, oh wait, that can't be it. It's gonna be Heartbreaker. You know what I'm gonna do? What if we ran 1 piece hot shot? The create hot shot version, of course. I have some. I don't know where I put them. And because hot shot will give us 30% weapon handling on top of the, because we don't really need armor on kill, right? We got so much bonus armor. What do we need armor on kill for? No, I don't know. You know, we don't really need it. When our shield broke, it was cool. We rolled with it. All right, Law Dog. Kick is legit for sure. We're making it happen. We're bringing the Division 2 to the kick. The help of all you banditos. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try, see, I wanna, well, and it's not just for the handling, it's the reload, right? So getting a really fast reload on a shotgun that's pumping out fast could be kind of nice. Or it could be unnecessary overkill on the handling.
Control point identified.
And so it's already a pretty decently fast shotgun, but the question will be, of course, will I miss the RPMs? We'll get twice the handling Striker was giving us. So that one. I mean, we could keep the one-piece striker and get that handling too. I mean, we just go over the top. That could make our reload speed quite crazy. So that puts our reload to 1.8 seconds. You'd think it would change more, right? I mean, that's fucking 30% handling. That's 15 and that's 15. That's 60% weapon handling right there, you know? What if we ran one-piece Umbra? That wouldn't give us, that'd only give us crit chance. That's too bad that reload speed is down there in that third piece, huh? But that'd be nice. And so here though, but we could run raw damage. We can run raw shotgun damage up here. Something like that. So we not only, so we're getting a nice base damage. We could also run, I mean, Grouper doesn't make sense here because we got the Ninja. Badger gives us more armor on the two-piece, right? Let's see if I have a Badger laying around. Yeah, I think Badger, it doesn't give us our armor on kill until we get to the next step. Walker would give us damage to armor. I would like that. Could do that. Ooh, opportunistic would be nice. Oh, I want to do that. Right? Because this isn't a one-shot kill shotgun, so it actually plays out really nice. Let me... May I change my plan here? Okay, let me get rid of that. Run Uzina, and then... I'm tempted to put on Perfect Spotter. Technically, this chest piece is hard to give up because it's bonus armor and it's 50% damage. You know? With Spotter would amplify the damage. And it'd give you more upfront burst, but you end up getting less bonus armor. I mean, it's worth the shot though, huh? We gotta try. All right. Because then we're getting armor on kill too, but we don't really need armor on kill, so maybe I won't. Sorry, I'm all over the place, I know. I'm gonna bring it along though, because we're gonna try it, but I just rethought why I don't want it. Okay, then we got the unicorn one, Perfect Spotter with all reds. So we'll take that one with us. But I'm pretty sold on this chest piece. So, but with this, we could put the Catharsis. Yeah, now we're talking. Yeah, because the shield is just a bullet magnet. And the Catharsis is really nice with shields. Okay, and then let's put on our... I hope I have more Heartbreaker here. I probably don't. Okay, it's making me go to get it. Sorry, guys. This is gonna be fun. No, I don't think the new specialization, I mean, possibly, yeah. I mean, let me rephrase that. Yeah, they will. And then our current specializations are under rework for season 4. That's all I know. Yeah, we don't know what's going on with their specializations, but they're reworking them. They need rework. Just thinking about all the gear I have on this character, apparently. It's got a lot. All these damn gear sets.
Area detected.
It's filled with gear sets. And it overflows to my other characters. It sucks. And every day I go in here saying, can I delete something? Heartbreaker. Heartbreaker. Let me get a better Heartbreaker over here. Yeah, that one. I'll bring the backpack just in case. And then Cavalier, move those over. Deleted most of my Cavalier, just keeping a few. I don't know if the crit damage ones I want or not, but it's still there. Yeah, Rising Reap. I think, I think that's all going to be like new endgame structure shit, I mean, what if that those changes made all of our gear obsolete in some way? Gear 3.0. I mean, we'd no longer have stash space issues. That'd be the bright side. Put us out of our misery. I don't know. Maybe we should, right? Reset the grind. We should start a campaign. Reset the grind.
Entering safe area. Hostile control point nearby.
Yeah, it'd be interesting for sure. I'd cry for a few days. All right. That feels pretty good. So we got perfect opportunistic on top of that chest. I'm tempted to do the more amp damage. So we had that amp damage and then that amp damage, but let's start here. And then we'll put some crit chance here. Crit chance there. Gives us 39.90, so we can get one more, I guess, crit chance here. 45.90, that's good. Make sure we still got our laser pointer. We do. We don't need those. Grumpy, you'd riot? If they reset? All right. Grumpy votes no. No, I feel like if that does happen, it's just like, well, why don't you guys just do Division 3, you know? Is the release that much more work? Probably. Because they'd have to do, I don't know. Maybe there'd be something on the next gen sort of things.
Reinforcements en route.
See, I don't use opportunistic on the big heavy shotguns because they're usually one-shot kills, and so you're not getting any value out of it. Once we get our stacks up, we should be hitting pretty hard. We're almost there. Okay, he's back here. Yes, 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 yes. He needs attention, huh?
Getting flanked.
Get the fuck out of there! He's healing!
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Grenade deployed. That's fucking out.
Look at our armor. He took some of it away, but we haven't had the heal kick in yet, huh? Or have we? They just went too fast?
Fucking rat.
My shield is glitching out, man. Hit my shield like 5 times. I can't tell which one I feel stronger with. I think the last one might have been a little bit stronger. Did that make sense? It was Striker with the RPMs, but not the damage. We were running the ninja bike.
Deploying boom! Shield up!
Heavily armored hostile detected.
We could run the other way that we can run this
Deploying frag.
is Hunter's Fury, 3-piece Hunter's Fury. This is pretty easy though. I mean, they're all working like a walk in the park. That's a really good thing for a shotgun build because shotguns are tough to use in this game. You take a lot of damage. So, you know, with them all being effective, technically, I think we're looking for that wow factor. This crazy wow factor we talk about. Does it even exist? Loving the shotgun though, so.
Supply room access unlocked.
Okay. The catharsis, it was there. I mean, I wasn't really looking for the heals from it, mostly the damage. But with perfect, I think the memento would shine more than opportunistic. This is giving us that 15% amp damage, which is no doubt nice. And I like running it because it gives you guys another look. But we could also run the memento and get more weapon damage and bonus armor and armor regen. We could also run the Heartbreaker backpack and get crazy amounts of bonus armor, 200%. That's probably the next look. And then otherwise we can run 3-piece Hunter's Fury with 2-piece Striker on this shotgun. And that would be strong because then you'd be getting amp damage, lots of it, from Hunter's Fury, plus armor on kill and disorient. And then the RPMs from Striker, you'd have everything you need but bonus armor. But at least you have armor on kill. Now, personally, I'd rather have bonus armor in the way I play.
Hostile convoy detected.
And so, like, I'd probably want just the memento on a 4-piece Hunter's Fury if I just went that direction, you know. That Kelso juice. Is that pretty fun, Tyler? We just ran a St. Elmo with True Patriot and Legendary. It was a team support build and it did quite well. But I was running Galvanize and Vanguard. But taking it the damage way is pretty cool too. The True Patriot backpack isn't bad either, you know. That's more amp damage for you and your team if you play in a team. But yeah, that Big Mac. I mean, I know a lot of people have already tried it, but I haven't personally. The True Patriot with the Brazos and the Ninja Bike. So let's take that. And then probably, what do I want to do here? I can run the Coyotes. That's 25%. Without having to do anything but stand there. And then we got one more piece. What do I want to run? Badger wouldn't be bad here. I don't think I have any in my Badger right now. So, I mean, we could just go Picaros until... Well, Cheska would be good, too, actually. Get those crits up. 55, 116. That's a good place. Yeah, we'll just do that. And then we got our 3 armor cores. And this is going to be insane. So this is 200% bonus armor, right? So, yeah, brace yourselves. Yeah, Ninja, I do. I'll drop you that link real quick. It's I did it inside this guide video. I created that first one. Check this one out. And we're not done. That's St. Elmo. So now you got a little bit more to work up to. So you got that 200% bonus armor in the back.
Incoming.
Oh shit, I didn't see her right there. Dude. Oh, she just busted my shield.
Serious trauma detected.
That's dumb.
Agent deceased.
It's always the same shit with these people, huh? Lousy Gamer, thank you for your prime. Yeah, what you'll also find interesting in their Ninja is I broke down how status effects works with shock ammo and duration in that video. That's a pretty key part I think will help you think about builds in the future.
Hostile control point nearby.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, I'm glad you found me. And now on kick, too. Really?
Vital signs critical.
God damn, dude. There's a lot of them, man. They're like everywhere. I'm gonna heal up. Fuck. Still haven't gotten our stacks yet. Why is this gun shooting at me? I love double reloads. Thank you. Gotta keep getting caught in that fucking rifle. Oh, the devs are messing with me. Like, you need that rifle, Hasbro? That's why we gave it to you. Why is it taking so long? Look at that. I couldn't even shoot. I couldn't even shoot. And guy's just staring at him. Deer in the headlights. We're still not at full stacks. Maybe I should be running the ACS shotgun and back up.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
We only need 100. I don't know why it's taking so long. Dude. Using a lot of ammo. My guy wouldn't shoot there that whole time. Yeah, I'm not just standing there like an idiot. FYI. My guy, while I'm pulling the trigger, nothing's coming out, you know? He's got a full mag. It's just dumb little, I don't know what it is. So that stagger is amazing off the shotgun. Remember, staggers are really important in guns. You might notice that some of your favorite guns got great staggering capability. That saves your ass. Keeps them from shooting back at you. So tons of bonus armor. Ooh, roguies. Let's see how we do.
Rogue agent detected. Rogue assault turret detected.
Make sure I get some ammo real quick.
Hostile assault turret detected.
Get it? No. Come on, jump. I don't know how to jump. I'm new.
This position is shit.
Ooh, wow. No, they nerfed these guys, so it looks exciting, but it looks much more exciting than it is. You know, but when if you forget that detail, it looked really exciting, right? Just mowed through them. I feel like they're not nerfed in the summit though. When we were playing them in the summit, it was like they were pretty hard. Yeah, ninja, angles are really important. It's your angles, you know what I mean? It's a big deal for shotguns, especially because you got to get so fucking close to shotguns, like basically there. Any deeper than that, you're just wasting a lot of pellets. You know, you got to get right up in there. And really, shotguns, to be honest with you, are better center mass than going for the head. I go for the head a lot, but you're clipping them more at the head, and you're missing more in the head, you know? And so you want good center mass with shotguns, you know? But we do have headshot shotgun builds. They're a little difficult, but really effective because you can one-shot kill them, so you're not so worried about missing pellets and stuff like that, but you're worried about missing entirely. But, yeah, and you know, shotguns efficiency is to be able to take them down real well right in the middle. That's interesting, huh? Not a big skill haste fan though. What up, King? Mr. Vibes. So that's fun. Bonus armor's crazy. I didn't feel like I had crazy crits though. I felt like it was all Heartbreaker doing the work. 55, and then we get another 25% crit damage kicking in, you know? So that puts us at like 135, something like that, 140. It was great. It worked. That was kind of a shitty run, so I think if I played better on that run, it would have shined more, but I don't think it's got the wow factor. It works well, though. Works well. Nothing wrong with the build. When I say that, I just say, like, when I try to deliver you guys builds, I like to be really excited about them. And, you know, if I'm going to do 7 hours of editing in a in a video, it's going to be worth my time and yours. No, it's not always about my time, but you know, I want it to be the juice to be worth the squeeze. So I did want to circle back to that. So we got a couple of, I don't know if I have the Hunter's Fury pieces to pull this off though. Hunter's Fury Striker combo. That going all the way back.
proximity.
God, I wish you can do Umbra Heartbreaker and get the bonus armor. The only downside with Umbra is you have to get in cover for little stints, and that, which is never really a problem. But with shotguns, I mean, you're almost entirely out of cover, you know, almost entirely, and so that's kind of the struggle with that. One of the things we could do is run a striker, a 4-piece striker. How would I do that? A 4-piece striker. Right on, man. That's what you got to do. Yeah, a lot of new things. We're going to have incursions too, Johnny. So you got the new game modes. You got past game modes that we've adopted, like Countdown. And then you got new game modes coming in. And then Incursion coming next season. So let me see. Let me get rid of this memento. So I think all my Hunter's Fury are basically headshot builds stuff. But this shotgun doesn't quite have enough power to be a chain killer. So let's look at this ninja real quick. We could go Liquid Engineer too and build up a bunch of Bloodsucker bonus armor on like a striker setup. That could be cool, actually. Let me try that. It's not quite Umbra, but you get more damage, less RPMs, you know? So I'm gonna avoid the striker chest. Just 200 stacks is pretty hefty, you know. The shotguns, it's, I mean, it's a lot of work even for the ACS. So let's see. It doesn't need to be perfect Bloodsucker. Don't really. But, you know, it would be nice to have some armor on kill. Yeah. But maybe we want it on a new Xena. Like that. That one could go. Also got a Cheska with Bloodsucker. That could work too. Because I'm thinking about running a perfect spotter on the chest. That get that amp damage there on the striker would feel pretty good. One thing I don't have is a striker glove. That's annoying. Got the craft one. Okay, okay. Apparently I got a lot of holsters. This shocker still would still work with this, right? Okay. Need to craft a glove. Just to prevent me from going over to my other character. So it'd be nice if I had crits. Alright, I'll take it. What's our armor count? Yeah, that's good enough. $40.92. $292, that's good. And then we're gonna maintain our laser there, and then I can change that backpack to bloodsucker. And so we can get 10% armor on kill and bloodsucker. Yeah, SMGs are fun, Ninja. I think that you master those and you step into shotguns.
Hostile control point identified.
But really, it's the reloads that's the biggest differentiator between the SMGs and the shotguns, is that those reloads quite nice on those SMGs. Let's see how we do. 100 stacks of Striker. Here we go.
Don't let him heal.
Kind of want to add the shock here, you know? Come on, shoot! He literally was not shooting. God dumb. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Why he keeps doing that. Jesus Christ. Give me. We got bonus armor now, though. Oh, it feels good. Not gonna lie, it feels good. They're cheating, though. Damn, where are they? It's funny how different talents get you to do different things as far as target priorities. See, with Bloodsucker, you pick the easy target first, right? For the easier bonus armor. Where in some other talents, you might go with the greatest threat first.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Feels pretty good. Might be my favorite one of the set. The catch is, though, is you know what we're gonna ask, right? Can anybody guess what the question is? I'll give that one. I'll let that one soak in for a while. What's the build question we're gonna ask?
Setting up my turret. You just killed the true son.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
It's raining.
Hostile supply convoy nearby.
Come here.
Target's getting near. Mobilizing target.
Serious trauma.
Don't really. Really? I can't even tell you what happened. Stupid game. Oh God. You know? No, Johnny. Good class. Good guess though. Would we be? It's a question we always ask on the builds because it always ends up being true, and so it's like, would we be better off with the memento? Because you see, because Bloodsucker on it doesn't matter whether you're running Bellstone or Xenogetica. It's just defense. Where if you're running the memento, we'd also be getting power ups
Nearby.
with every kill, right? And we get a red core, and we get 30% weapon damage. And so this is just bonus armor. It's obviously effective, and we were doing great. But with the memento, it'd probably be even better. So only one way to find out. Can we talk to you about an extended warranty? For my video game? No! I hate that when they ask you for if you want an extended warranty on a video game. I'll be like, no, I do not. You know these are digital, right? It's like it doesn't need the disc. I was like, you know, there's no actual disc in this box, right? Have you ever thought about that? There's no actual disc in the box, right? Because they're downloads nowadays, right? Like my Xbox doesn't even have a DVD drive. You can buy a game in a box, but there's no actual game in there. It's just a code. I don't even know, you know. It's because some people aren't comfortable buying. It's because some people aren't comfortable buying just the code. They need the box to go with it. I guess. I don't know. You look like a disc thrower, buddy. You look like you scratch your nails on on disc. Actually, let me give that ammo. Yeah, I wish the Ninja. So the only thing that's missing from the Ninja version, the first one, which is Umbra, the Umbra Striker one, is the bonus armor, you know?
Hostile control point.
And that really sucks because it was really good on the kill side. We were like 230 crit damage with really high RPM. But shotguns and bonus armor are just too good.
Reinforcements incoming.
wailed on in the back. I missed my shots. God damn it. Thank you. Thank you.
Next one's a gun.
Memento, man. I'm telling you.
Try to heal from this.
It's not news, though. I'm telling you, but it's not news. We're mowing through them. Lawnmower man. That was a boss and everybody, guys. Fuck. Damn. Now you can switch to your assault rifle, right? Fuck you!
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
I'm loving it.
Gonna kill you. I'll secure that point.
Ah. God, they're fucking with me. I can't reload. Come on, man. You seen this? God. Barely survived that shit. Fucking game, man. There's something weird with this gun's reload. Like your character's just stalling on it or something. I don't know. I think they're trying to force pummel on me or something. Recovered though, don't worry. Knock it off. Knock that business off.
Covering!
You're going nowhere.
Damn, when you miss, huh? That reload fucking gets you. I don't know why. It's not supposed to be that bad. They're cheating. See that? Like, he's just not reloading at all. Fucking cheaters. I swear.
Agent vital signs 0.
That's how they're gonna play. Oh, that sounds nice, Tyler. The chest. So I really like it, but I don't know what the deal is with the reload. It's just glitchy or something. I don't know if it's a combination with the shield that's slowing it down. I don't know, but he just pauses. He just freezes. And you know, you're vulnerable, right? You're out of cover. Okay, let's try it one more time. It is fun though. This shotgun has always been fun. So, I mean, the build, we're basically taking some builds that we really enjoyed last season, because we created a very similar build to this. God, I wish you could put measured on this shotgun. That would be really cool. You know? Speed it up and then get into damage because it's not that big of a mag. So it'd be like really nice bursts up front and then power in the back. It'd be pretty cool. It staggers well. So the amp damage and the amp damage on top of that, but the memento, it's a nice, well-balanced thing because you see, there's no stacks required from the weapon talent and the chest talent. They're immediate damage. And while you're building your striker stacks, and now you have immediate damage from striker and your chest and backpack, while you're building up your memento, which is delivering from a single trophy 5, 10, 15, 20% immediate damage also from a single trophy. So you gotta, it's not as much stacking as it might seem on the surface. And then you got a shotgun that just does really well with stacking in the first place, right? That's that's kind of one of the nice things about shotguns is they get to the point when it comes to stacks. And then you got this beast that just naturally synergizes with the striker set for sure. For your added range. It doesn't get the damage from the chest though. Come here. Enough of that nonsense. Right there, you see that? So it is a shield. It has something to do with the shield. So I reload and then I pop the shield in, and then it acts like a double reload. Really? I'm not sure I'm getting all my bonus armor, to be honest with you.
Medical assistance needed.
I don't think I am, because I'm running 3 armor cores. Where'd he go? One of the cool things about the build is you're not afraid to stand up tall against anybody. Whatever, boss, heavy. I mean, your biggest threat is literally riot foam. That'll be your arch nemesis, because they hold you still and pinning you down.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
The hell you will. That was the boss.
I got plenty of work.
Yeah. Works like a dream. I like it, guys.
Supply room access unlocked.
I mean, it's not like ultra unique. It's just a little bit off meta. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. You could have, but you could take it so many different directions based on preference. Now, you can probably put on Intimidate. The downside of Intimidate is you wouldn't be able to use your bonus armor to your speed advantage. What I mean is I drop my shield and purposely take damage so I can run faster. But if you use Intimidate, you want to preserve your bonus armor so you preserve your damage. But it's really powerful and fun. If you don't mind maintaining your shield more. The other way is you could go Obliterate too, but I don't know. You could also go Perfect Companion if you wanted to. It's going to come with that status effects versus total armor, neither of which are really helping this build. I mean, total armor does a little bit. Trying to think what other chest talent would be good with this. Not the striker chest. I don't know. That might be it. We need more chest talents. At least we got one with that companion, huh? That being said, you could run the striker backpack if you wanted to. You could also run the opportunistic or bloodsucker. Bloodsucker were great. You got the 10% armor on kill. You could get more armor on kill, but the memento was what kept us from needing armor on kill, right? Because of its bonus armor. So if you notice, we have no armor on kill in the build, and we did. That was a fantastic run. And so the just that heal at 40,000, which isn't a little thing, and then we got the armor regen kicking in at another 41,000. So that's 82,000 in heals per second underneath the bonus armor. And so that's a really good place to be, you know. And then you got this no stacking situation, but you could also, if you wanted to put on gunner, you could, and then just change your talent to whatever you want. Opportunistic could be good. Killer again if you want to. And then I like spotter, but you don't absolutely have to have it. So, but again, I just think it's a nice synergy. We've run an assault rifle build similar to this in the past. I really liked it. I think with the Kingbreaker, actually. We ran the Kingbreaker on this, and it felt pretty good. Yeah, I really like it. And so really what we're doing here is taking a slight spin on a striker build to showcase the value of this SASG 12 shotgun. And again, this is all sort of inspired from my Descent gameplay, where I've really been enjoying this shotgun. Kind of shed some light on it again. The Tsunami woodwork, absolutely great. The Tsunami, the deal is like, I've just come to like the regular SASG 12 or whatever one I'm running, the black market one or something like that, tactical, I think. Better because I've always felt like, you know, the reload's not that bad. As long as you're not getting caught in that weird little loop. But, and the thing is with Pummel is you can refresh it, but it takes 2 kills to refresh it, which sometimes is very easy because you're killing 4 guys at once with the shotgun sometimes, right? So you are refreshing it really quickly there, and 40% damage isn't a little thing. It's more damage than what I got with this amp, right? But the refresh period in between, sometimes it might take you a while, or you step up to an enemy and you don't have that damage at all. The pummel damage, you know? So pros and cons, pros and cons, pros and cons. It absolutely would work though. Try it, you just try it and see if you like it, you know? But yeah, if you like the 2 consecutive kill and then the 40% weapon damage, mostly, so it's not, obviously you like the reload, who doesn't? But really what we're talking about is you don't get that 40% until you get your second kill, which isn't a lot, but until you get your second kill, and then it only lasts 10 seconds, which isn't a lot of time. Like out there when I'm running around and shit, like to go from 1 kill to the next takes 10 seconds. And so you arrive to that next set of kills without your pummel damage many times. Because our characters are just so slow in the open world. It upsets me. I feel like 10 seconds is just not enough. They need to push that up to at least 15 on all of our talents. Anyways, with this one, you don't have to worry about it. And that's kind of that's kind of what this build is based off of. It's like, hey, we're getting so much base damage out of Striker, and that the chest piece and the shotgun's amp damage carry you a long ways until you get the full stacks there. And then once you do, you're crushing it, and then the memento is kicking in on top of that, you know, with its bonus armor and regen, and again another 20% weapon damage. So yeah, so it definitely wouldn't hurt. I would just say just try them both and see which one you like more. But keep in mind we are running the laser pointer here. You need that in order to activate the talents. So cool, peeps. All right, this is where I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna part ways with you here, but don't you worry, more build labs in the future. This was a little bit of a mixed bag, but I think what really shines is this build, and definitely that True Patriot. You can count on a build video coming out for that True Patriot St. Elmo build. That one rocked. I'm pleased. All right, everybody, have a good night. See you tomorrow.